Hi, welcome to BrainyBuzz. This is Premvada and we are going through the JQuery tutorials. So far we have seen some of the selectors like ID selector or class selector, element selectors. So today we are going to see some of the methods that we can execute to change the content of your HTML elements. So let's see that what are the different methods. One is the get and set method. It's like text, HTML, val and attribute. So these methods are used to set or get the content of the element, sometimes HTML, value of the form fields or the attribute values. So let's see the demo for them. I have already created a normal HTML page with the script over here, some paragraphs, some text boxes and a button. And over here I have written the structure, like when the document is ready and when the button is clicked. In the previous tutorial we have seen what is the meaning of this thing and the button dot click event. So let's see first which is the text gets or sets the content of the element. So let's see how to fetch the text of a particular paragraph. So let's fetch the text of the para 1. So it's like I just want to display it in the alert box. Text of first paragraph. So for that we have to first choose the paragraph in the double quotes like we did in the selectors. So now we'll be choosing the paragraph which has the ID as para 1, then the text. So like this we choose the text of the paragraphs, save it, and when you just run it, if you click this, notice that the value of this is first paragraph. So when you click on it, you can see that text of first paragraph, this is first paragraph. So let's change the value of the second paragraph also. So now how to set the text value of another element. So same way you can just see that first select the particular element for which you want to change the text. So here I'll select p hash para 2 and then text, and in the text we can write as this thing we can write as this particular value is used to fetch the value of the first text. That means this code will contain the value of the first paragraph. So now paste it over here and just save it. If you refresh it, you can see that this is the value of the first paragraph, this is the value of the second paragraph. When you click it, you can see a alert box appearing over here, and when you click on OK, this particular value is changed. So this way you can just change the text of the an element. You can see that the format is not changed, like paragraph is not underlined over here. So let's see another thing. We have the HTML over here, so it will gets or sets the content of the HTML element including the HTML tags. So just we can just replace it with the HTML and just save it. I'll just close this, and when you refresh it, you can see this is the original one. Now when you click on click me, you can see that it is giving you the HTML portion also, like paragraph is underlined, so you can see the underline tag over here. When you click on OK, you can see that this particular paragraph is also changed, but here you can see the HTML tags over here. After that we have val attribute. Val attribute is basically used for the value of form fields. So now here we will be using the text values. So just let's display the text1 dot val and just change it with this also. So now you can see that the we'll display the text of the first text box. It will be text1, that is the ID of the first text box, and then dot val, and then we'll change the value of the second text box using the value of the first text box. So here we pick the val ID that is for the second text box and then set the val attribute of that particular thing with this thing. So click on save, and when you refresh it, you can just type the word hello over here, and when you click me, you can see the text of the text box hello. Click on OK and you can see the hello in another input box. So like this you can change the values of your HTML elements. Another thing, we have the attribute. This gets or sets the attribute value of the elements. So over here we can see that what I'll do, I'll just give the value align as center over here. That means here this paragraph will be in the center. Now I want to apply this, the attribute of align, the value of align attribute of this particular paragraph to this paragraph. So what I can do is, instead of applying over here, I want it to be on the click of a button. So like this you can see that the you can remove it. So now what this thing will do, this thing will basically fetch the alignment attribute of the paragraph with the ID paragraph 1 and set it as the attribute for the paragraph 2 over here. So when you just save it and click on refresh, you can see that your first paragraph is in the center. When you click on the button, you can see that. Now you can just make some changes, like over here you have to set the value like this. With this you can fetch the values like this, and in the curly braces you give the value of the attributes that you want to change. Like this align, for the align attribute you want this particular value. So when you refresh it and you click on this, you can see that the paragraph is moved to the center. So like this you can use the get and set methods and you can change the content and attribute of the elements. Thanks and have a nice day.